No man is an island. Nobody can live on their own. The whole universe is about relationships, right? The flower can't be separate from the stem. It can't be separate from the leaf. The tree cannot be separate from the root. Now, in human beings, relationships sometimes get soured. Yes. Why do they get soured? Because some disagreement, some incompatibility creeps in. Generally, we relate this incompatibility and this bitterness to the doings or the undoings of the other person. We don't realize that it takes two to tango. It's never a one-way process. However you are not able to see it, or however much you try and you are not able to realize it, you should know that it takes two to tango. It cannot be a one person's contribution. Maybe one has more contribution to it than the other, but both are required. So, you cannot live alone. You will have to have a relationship. You will eventually have a relationship. And if you go into another relationship with such a bad concept in your mind, you already doomed your relationship before it began. So, one has to learn that maybe one relationship didn't work, one relationship soured, it broke up. Understand what was the cause for the breakup. Analyze your contribution to the breakup, or what you could or couldn't do, or what you did or didn't do to maintain that relationship. Learn your lessons from that and get into another relationship with a wiser mind and a more determination to make it succeed. Relationship is a continuous process. It is not that you did something once and it will happen forever. It is a continuous commitment. Relationship is a continuous commitment. It's a moment to moment commitment to stay in a relationship. You may find that now a situation has come where it is beyond your ability to maintain that relationship. That doesn't mean the situation is bad. It means that you are not adequate to deal with that situation. Now, this is not easy for anybody to digest. No? We think, yeah, I am adequate. No, you are not adequate. Probably you don't have that adequacy to continue with the relationship. That's fine. Nobody is of paramount development. But we must realize that if you have reached the end of your level of ability, then yes, let the relationship break. But if that relationship breaks, understand that I must get into another relationship with learning from this relationship. I cannot say that I will shun all relationships, because eventually you will get into a relationship, and if you have this type of an attitude, you will get into a relationship with a bad mentality, with a bad framework of mind, and that relationship is doomed from the very beginning. So therefore one must reconcile to the fact that a human being cannot live alone. He has to live in a relationship, and he has to learn how to maintain a relationship, raise his ability to deal with the different challenges that come in relationships. Why is a relationship such a big challenge? Two personalities, two individuals whose soul journeys may be completely poles apart, decide to come together to walk a part of the journey of life together. Why not? Understand this. Eventually, you may not walk the entire path together. So accept the fact that it is possible that you may walk only a portion of the path together. But whatever portion of the path you walk together, enjoy it, celebrate it. And when you stop walking together, do not regret it and do not be bitter about it. Forgive that person. Forgive yourself. Understand the fact that that was the end of your ability to rise to the occasion. You need to learn much more techniques. You need to learn much more mental attitudes to deal with situations like this further in life. Because what you have known till now, what you have learned till now is completely inadequate beyond this level. Till this level, yes, it was adequate. Beyond this level, it is not adequate. So relationships are an important aspect of life. They will happen in life, and if you don't have the right attitude, you will ruin one relationship after the other. If you have a right attitude, you will celebrate the relationship that is over, and you will enter into a new relationship with joy and happiness and make a success of it. Marriage, you must understand that when a man and woman come together in the institution of marriage, one comes from Venus, one comes from Mars. Not only are they physically different, they are emotionally different, they are mentally different, their attitudes are different, their hopes are different, their aspirations are different. Maybe they live in this utopian thought that we have the same goals in life. Those may be material goals. Yes, it's quite possible that you may have similar material goals, but your emotional, mental and psychological goals can never be the same, because you aren't the two people from the same planet. We are different people, and nature has made it so, because the institution of marriage is one of the fastest way to spiritual development. My teacher says, the only relationship in which, the only association in which there is maximum friction is marriage. And in marriage, there is bound to be friction, there is bound to be clanging, you're bound to step on each other's toes. So if you have a commitment to the relationship, then what you need to learn? You need to learn forgiveness, you need to learn patience, you need to learn tolerance. And forgiveness, patience and tolerance are the three primary requirements for any spiritual progress to be made. Now maybe you're inadequate. Maybe you cannot rise to that occasion. Maybe the demand is more than you are able to meet. That can happen. That doesn't mean that you have to abort that relationship. You need to just build more and more patience, more and more tolerance, more and more forgiveness. You need to learn and practice. It's a continuous process. The more you develop, the more capable you become. The more capable you become, the more happy and contributory is your relationship.